Hi, welcome to another episode of Watercolor with Kimba. Today we're going to be coloring, no water. And we're using an image from Mama Dove, my coloring book, that is available. You can see the link below for more information. I printed this one image. It was one of my trial runs when I was putting my book together. And I printed this in my inkjet. If you want to watercolor, you want to use a laser jet. So if I wanted to do that, that would mean a trip to my library, which is right up the street, but I want to get back on it. I printed this on some mixed media paper from my Canson book. All you do is take a page out, they're perforated, and then I trimmed a little bit off the side because it wasn't, my printer wasn't big enough to fit the paper. So that's what I did. Let's get started. I've been very interested in shades of red this week, so I'm going to make her primarily red. Lots of bright colors mixed in with some earthy tones. That's my plan for this one. And since I'm going to be just coloring, I want to make her fabulous, and I'm going to be more careful with my pencils. This is a Prang Rose that I'm using initially, and as I've shown in other videos, I'm going to use that color in a few different places. It adds continuity when you do so, brings the whole painting together. Okay. As I've stated in other videos, I'm going to hold this out just in case I want to use it elsewhere, but for now I'm going to let that go. I'm going to continue on with shades of red, because that's primarily what I want this one to be. This is a Crayola Mahogany. So if you are coloring along with me and you don't have these specific colors, just use some that are similar in tone, just different shades of red. If you only have a 12-pack of Crayola, then just use reds and vary the pressure that you put down to change it up. And you can also add different colors to it. If you have a red, then you can add an orange or a yellow to it, and it will change up your color for you. It's a pretty color for a tree. Mahogany. This tree is loosely based on a tree in my backyard. And there are some videos that I've shot, I'm going to put that aside for now, that show the tree. It's an older tree that is, it's still alive. It still has branches that green up, but it's an old tree. And we've been doing everything we can to keep it healthy. But it's a magical tree to me. I love it. And that's where I got this idea. And we do have a little bird feeder on it. And I love the tree, in case you're wondering where I came up with this idea. And we have lots of birds that come and visit us. This is a Crayola red. I use watercolor pencils and I use colored pencils. And when I'm not going to add any water afterwards, I'm more careful to make sure that I have nice smooth lines, unless I'm going for a different look. I am more careful. And I'm going to show you what I mean. This is the same color on her lips as on her cheeks, but I used more pressure on her lips, and so it's a much darker color than what's on her cheeks. So that's what you can do if you only have a few colors to work with initially. The way that I have gotten a lot of my art supplies is by just getting a little bit here and there. And if we set aside $10 or $20 each time you go, and you use a coupon if you go to the art stores, or if you find that you luck up and find them, if you go to discount stores or Walmart, they're pretty reasonably priced. But you can get whole sets, and depending on what size and you use your coupon, it really won't take you long to get a nice collection of colored pencils. You can spend as much or as little as you like. They're inexpensive. This is an inexpensive hobby to have. Okay, so and I like to keep turning my paper. It shows me if my color is in balance. So far I like how this is going. I like the red. Yeah, she's nice. She's like a fairy in the garden.